Hi everyone, do you know what is non-native species? Let's get started.
A non-native species, also known as exotic species, is an organism that has been introduced to an area where it does not naturally occur. The introduction can happen intentionally, such as through agriculture or gardening, or unintentionally through means like international trade or travel. Non-native species can sometimes adapt and coexist without causing harm. However, they may disrupt local ecosystem by outcompeting native species, spreading diseases, or altering habitats, leading to ecological imbalances. If they cause significant harm to the environment, economy, or human health, they are referred as invasive species.
So, what are the threats of non-native species to native species? First of all, non-native species will cause a displacement of native species. This is because they can easily reproduce and adapt very quickly to the environment. Therefore, they can outcompete their local species in terms of acquiring foods and habitats. As a result, they will cause interruption in the equilibrium of the ecosystem they invade. Moreover, non-native species can cause habitat alteration in the habitat they invade. This is most likely the case for plants, specifically the non-native aquatic plants. They will reproduce rapidly on the surface of water they invade and form a very dense mat, which will then reduce the penetration of sunlight into the water. And then this will result in a reduce of photosynthesis rate of the other local species very significantly. Last but not least, non-native species can also cause properties and infrastructure damage. The non-native species plant will grow rapidly on buildings, roads and railway, and their roots will penetrate through the hard surface of the buildings such as wood, stones or concrete, and this will cause massive damage to the buildings, which will then require a high cost to repair them. Hence, it will give negative impact to the economy of the country.
I believe most of the Malaysians have at least eaten tilapia once in their lifetime. Tilapia is a species of freshwater fish which was introduced to Malaysia in the 1950s for aquaculture purposes. Though it boosted local fisheries and became a popular source of food, they quickly adapted and spread throughout our nation's rivers and lakes. They grow fast, but they push out many of our native species like ikan kelah. The introduction of tilapia has led to a decline in native fish populations, altering the aquatic ecosystems of Malaysia. Another invasive species making its mark is the giant African snail, which was introduced to Malaysia in the early 1900s as a food source. These snails are voracious eaters and they have significant damage to the agriculture. Crops like papaya, cocoa and bananas are particularly vulnerable. However, these snails can destroy them overnight. Efforts to control the population have been challenging as the snails grow rapidly and they have no natural predators in the region. Furthermore, we have water hyacinth, which is a very beautiful yet highly invasive plant which was brought to Malaysia as an ornamental species. However, it spread very quickly to the rivers, lakes and ponds, clogging the waterways and affecting biodiversity. These plants grow incredibly fast, covering the entire water bodies in weeks. It blocks sunlight and also decreases the oxygen level in the water, which kills fish and many other aquatic organisms. Efforts to remove water hyacinths are ongoing, but due to the plant's rapid growth, makes it difficult to control without continuous intervention.
and foremost, the invasive species often lack natural predators in their newly introduced habitat. Given that the natural predators play a crucial role in keeping the population in check, as well as maintaining balance of the ecosystem, these invasive species are given the opportunity to grow and expand their population uncontrollably. Consequently, the uncontrolled growth can lead to the higher competition for food sources or natural sources between the native and non-native species. Other than that, the invasive species might display aggressive behaviors that from their original habitat that can become more intensified when they are introduced to the new habitat. This aggression can lead to the oppression towards the native animals in the ecosystem. Furthermore, some invasive species also have disruptive feeding habits that can physically harm the ecosystem. With a generalist diet, they can consume a wide variety of food sources, which makes them more adaptable and difficult to control. Lastly, public education play a vital role in prevention, raising awareness about the danger of transporting non-native species, whether through paid trade, gardening, or other means. It can encourage more responsible behavior. Simple action like properly disposing of unwanted pets or choosing native plant for landscaping can drastically reduce the likelihood of invasive species being introduced into environments. Last but not least, to overcome the non-native species, several key strategies must be employed. Early detection and rapid response are essential. Regular monitoring of the areas enables the identification of invasive species before they can establish a foothold. Once spotted, quick action such as removal or containment are crucial to stopping their spread and minimizing damage to native ecosystem. Furthermore, prevention is another crucial aspect of controlling invasive species. Implementing strict quarantine and biosecurity protocol help prevent the entry of non-native species into new areas. By regulating the movement of goods, plants, and animals crossing a border, we can significantly reduce the risk of an incident introduction. Lastly, public education plays a vital role in evasion, raising awareness about the danger of transporting non-native species, whether through pet trade, gardening, or others means. By focusing on early detection, prevention, and raising awareness, we can better protect ecosystem from the harmful effect of invasive species.
In conclusion, non-native species can have varying impacts depending on how well they integrate into the urban environment. While some may coexist with native species without causing disruption, others can become invasive, leading to significant ecological, economic, and health challenges. Effective management and prevention of the spread of harmful non-species are essential to protect biodiversity and maintain balanced ecosystems.